Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Grommet Live. It has been a minute since we have done a show. I have missed doing these shows so much, and I truly mean that from the bottom of my heart. I am Marcy McKenna. I am the host of Grommet Live, in case we have not met yet. But most of you, I'm guessing, who are on, and there's already a lot of you on all different platforms, and we'll get to that in just a second. But if you know me at all, you know that I am an inventor at heart myself. And so I do geek out on all of Grommet's amazing, very clever, very smart inventions. I get so excited every Thursday when they launch new products. They launch about 15 to 20 new products every Thursday, and I am at my computer dialing for dollars, just chomping at the bit to see all of the new ones, doing my upvoting. If you guys aren't familiar with the upvoting, all that is basically you're just looking at Grommet products, and any product that you like, you can click to vote for it. And by doing that, you are getting a 20% discount on that product. Just Grommet's way, the maker's way of saying thank you for voting and just giving your kind of virtual thumbs up to the product. So you're not committing to it when you do that. You're just kind of saying, yes, I love the product. You're getting the 20% off, and you can use it or not use it right at that moment, or use it a year from now. But you've got it, and that is just a win-win. So welcome, everybody, wherever you guys are tuning in from. We are on Facebook tonight. We are on YouTube. We are on Instagram. We are on X. We are all over the place, and I'm seeing lots of people already in the chat. Depending on where you are tuning in from, what platform you're tuning in from, that is the chat that you are seeing. So unfortunately, there's not a way yet for you to be able to see the entire chat. I get to see the entire chat. My amazing moderator, Jen, gets to see the entire chat. I will say that if you want to be where all the action is, I would recommend heading over to Grommet's Facebook channel or Facebook profile, whatever you call that, account, because that is where most of the chat, that's where it's most active. And I will say, while I'm on the subject of the chat, you guys, when it comes to live shopping, the chat is so incredibly important, because when that chat gets going, all of the different algorithms, the different kind of behind the scenes of the social media platforms, they start paying attention. And when they see activity happening, they're thinking, wow, that's got to be something pretty cool going on over there at Grommet Live. And so they start sending more and more people. And that is the goal of the show, is to get these products that I'm about to feature. We've got 7 of them, I believe, to get them in front of as many people as we possibly can. So I am putting a little bit of that weight on your shoulders and asking you guys to start chiming in. And I see Jeff. I have to tell you, on tonight's show, we have 2 products. When you hear POW win, that stands for Product of the Week winner. So we have 2 of them. Usually we only do 1 product of the week winner at a time, but tonight is a big night. I am wearing blue for one of the product of the week winners, and you'll understand what I mean by that very shortly. And then the second product of the week winner, I am saving to the end, because he, or they, I should say, husband and wife team, are going to be joining me live as my special guest. And I am so excited about this, not only because I am truly a groupie of this product. I told them when I first saw it on Grommet Live, or on Grommet, I said, I think I'm going to be your best customer, because I have issues that your product is going to help me with tremendously. And I hadn't tried it yet, but now I have, and I have been using it for a couple weeks now, and I can tell you I was right. I am such a groupie. I cannot wait to tell you about it. But if you saw any of my social media posts, you may have seen that I said this product of the week winner used AI to create the product. So it's sort of AI enhanced, if you will. So we are going to dive into that and find out how they used AI to create this product. It's very, very interesting. Cannot wait to share that with all of you guys. And yes, we have been on hiatus for several weeks, and I'm just so happy to be back here. And I'm so thrilled with the products that I get to show you today, which we are going to dive into. I am going to start. I've had trouble deciding which product to start with, but since I have started beginning my day with this product, I thought, why not begin my show with this product too? I am such a fan, and I have done a lot of products on Grommet that have to do with eggs. You guys probably know one of my very favorite products of all time is by a woman named Bonnie Tyler, and that is the Neg that makes it really easy to peel an egg. The product I'm going to show you right now is actually a product that makes it very easy to cook an egg. And one of the reasons I love products that have to do with eggs is because I have done a lot of research on eggs. Don't ask me why, but I've been curious. When they went through that whole phase where it was like, you can't eat too many eggs, it's too much cholesterol, and it was, eggs got a really bad rap. I was curious if that is true because I had always thought eggs were so nutritious. And so I did start doing sort of a deep dive on eggs. And what I found, and what I believe to this day, is that eggs are the premier superfood. There, I can't think of any egg that is more packed with nutrition and goodness. Any egg, any food that is more packed with nutrition and goodness than eggs. It truly is a superfood. It has everything. It helps with everything from brain function to eyesight to weight loss because it is packed with protein, and that protein helps to make you feel full. So when you have an egg or two for breakfast, you are feeling a little bit more full and you do have energy from that protein. There's also a lot of good vitamins and nutrients and antioxidants. So it's just filled with goodness. And it turns out that the bad rap that it was getting was actually not completely true. In fact, it was almost not true at all because the cholesterol that eggs do give you is actually good cholesterol, not bad cholesterol. And that's true. I should back up on that. That's true for about 70% of the population, that eggs end up doing good for your cholesterol than bad, if that makes sense. So anyway, I'm getting other people chiming in also saying, yes, it is a superfood. So yes, totally, totally true. So what product am I talking about? Well, this is the product that I am talking about. It's by a company called Vyvanse, and it is basically a very simple, foolproof way to make an egg in the morning, or up to 2 eggs at one time in the morning, to perfection. Very quickly, no mess, no cleanup, to perfection. And I was skeptical on that because I've tried so many of these kinds of products off of Amazon and just a different company that I used to work for before had a couple of these. And so I was a little like, what could be so great? What could be so new and different about this? Well, let me tell you everything I love about it. So first of all, I could almost lift this with a finger. It is so lightweight, very, very small. I think diameter wise, it's 4 inches in diameter. When you open it up, can see there, it's not the non-stick, so you do not need any oil when you're cooking it unless you want to add oil. But if you're really wanting to be healthy, I tried it with nothing in it and it came out perfectly. But what I really love, it's what's on here. And so when all you do is you crack an egg, put it inside of there, and then you press select, and it gives you 6 different options for how to cook your egg. Now, everybody likes it different, but I'll just tell you what the choices are. There is sunny side up. There is half runny yolk, so it's just, a little bit firm, but mostly runny. There is a 5th runny yolk, so it's just slightly runny. And then there's well done, and then there's well done broken yolk. So those who like to break the yolk, maybe you're making an egg sandwich and you want to break the yolk. And then there is well done 2 eggs. So you have all of those choices. Now, my fave is number 3. That is 1/5 runny yolk. It comes out so perfect every single time. So I just press select until it gets to number 3. Then I press start and you hear that beep. And then I can walk away, do my thing. And then after, I think this one takes about 3 minutes, and I hear it beep and automatically shuts off. And it is the most perfectly cooked egg. Let me show you a video so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. So there it is on the countertop, just breaking the yolk or breaking the egg right in there. Just close the top, press select until, let's see, how's she doing hers? Oh, she's doing well done. She presses start, and there you go. Actually, she must not have done well done because that looks like a sunny side up. But that's how perfectly round, and the yolk is going to be exactly as you specified. Look at that. So yummy. And you can get creative with it and put little, goodies in there as well. But perfect for egg sandwiches if you are someone that likes that. So let me show you the different ways that it can be cooked. So there you see the sunny side, which is the one I think she did. Then there's the half runny yolk there, the 5th runny yolk, which is my favorite, the well done, the well done broken yolk, and then the well done with 2 eggs. So really, really simple, but I have to tell you, this could be my favorite part of the product, and it was, I'm sure, an afterthought for them, but they did it to perfection. They include this little spatula, and I wish you could feel this spatula through the camera because it's actually super high quality. It's got kind of that beveled, perfect, sloped edge. So it just gets in there and just takes that egg out so perfectly. It has a weight to it. It is the most perfect little spatula I've ever used. And I mean that. I'm going to guard this with my life because I know what happens in my household. My son will come home he just moved to Arizona. He'll come home and he'll take all the things that he likes cooking with. And when he leaves, they're all gone. So don't you dare touch this, Jack. You either, Colin. Let's see. Gentle Style is on. Yes, yes, yes. And let's see. Has anyone tried this cooker? It's the Smart Fried Egg Cooker. It is such a brilliant gift to give somebody that maybe moved into a new apartment. Maybe somebody's off at college. My daughter, perfect for dorm room. My mom, actually, true story, last night, I moved her into an assisted living. And all she has is a little kitchenette with no stove, thank God, no dishwasher. But I'm trying to think of different ways for her to be able to eat healthy and to feel somewhat independent, to cook on her own. This egg cooker is absolutely perfect for that. All she has to do is plug it in. There is no risk of fire. There is no mess. There's no dishwasher needed to clean up. And she can have a superfood every day. She likes eggs, actually. She likes eggs any time of day. Always growing up, she would always make egg salad sandwiches. So she could put an egg in there without having to boil water or anything. She can just do the well done, do 2 eggs, and then chop it up and make an egg salad sandwich. I thought that was so brilliant. So you guys, I mean, truly, truly, if this looks interesting to you, I am forgetting what the cost is on this. So I'm going to let usually it pops up there for us, but we're not seeing it there for some reason. Jen, if you could let me know the cost on that. But I do know if you guys give it an upvote, which again, you're not committing to, oh, our egg is ready, but there's no egg in it, but it would be ready. But that's the buzzer that you guys are going to hear when your egg is ready. And then again, it just comes out. There's no gunk left in here. It's perfectly clean. I do wipe it with a paper towel when I'm done, and then I put it away, and that's it. So just makes it so easy to start your day healthy. When you can put it in there, you can go brush your teeth, brush your hair, do whatever you do in the morning. You'll hear it beep, and then you're out the door with your egg on a paper plate or however you like to eat it. Someone's saying so cool for seniors. Yes, absolutely. Great, great, great. And also I have a special needs son who loves to cook. And I do love giving him that independence of being able to cook. But let me tell you, that kitchen is usually quite a disaster after he's done cooking, especially eggs. And he does like making eggs because he tends to put the fire up too hot. And so it gets that, egg crust on there, and then guess who gets to wash it because he's out the door on his way to school or work or whatever it is. So I am so happy. I leave this out on the counter in the morning with this little spatula, and he can make it, and he feels so accomplished, and there's no mess, and he has the perfect egg. So it is a brilliant innovation. It was created by a gentleman named Thomas, and I don't know if Thomas is in the chat with us or not, but Thomas, I'm so glad you made this, and he created it during COVID when we all had a little bit of time to think of things that could be done better. And like me, he had tried many of the different egg cookers out there, and he thought, I can make a better one. I can make it so that people can, typically there's just one setting. You just cook an egg and then it comes out and you got to eat it the way it is. This one gives you 6 different settings. And I like the fact he uses basically like a slow heat technology. And the reason behind that is twofold. Number one is it does really create that perfect, evenly cooked egg. But the other thing is when you're cooking an egg with low heat, then it retains the nutrients. You're not cooking out all that goodness. It's staying in there while it's cooking. So I'm loving this one, Thomas. So thank you for creating that. You guys grab that QR code because normally it is just over $42 and you are getting it for $34. So great Christmas gift for anyone and everyone. And I know it's very early for that, but when I do these shows, I think, why not get shopping done early with these great discounts, these very clever finds that you don't really find everywhere, and just kind of get the stress out of your life come Christmas time because you've already done it. So think of those people that you can gift with because you're getting that 20% off. And that's true for all the products I'm going to show you tonight. You're getting 20% off on however many you buy. So if you buy 10 of these egg cookers, you're getting 20% off all 10. So That's that's a bit of a coup. Okay, I'm seeing one of our makers just jumped in, Linda Stanfield, and I'm hoping her husband Chris is with her tonight because they are another duo behind one of our Product of the Week winners. And I'm super excited to feature this one. And Linda, do you like my top? I'm wearing Happy Toilet Blue for you tonight, just for you. Let's see. We've got Veronica saying, I love Grommet. That means she is doubling her chances of winning the giveaway. Speaking of the giveaway, if you have not already got in on that, I'm going to have Jen put the QR code up one more time so that you can go ahead and enter. We are going to be doing the first giveaway in about 10 minutes. I'm going to be doing 2 more products before we do the giveaway. So get in on that now. You can get in with that QR code that you're seeing right there. But then, as Veronica just did, if you say, I love Grommet, you are getting a second entry. And Linda said, I love it. I think she's talking about my Happy Toilet Blue top. Which profile? It's not on the Grommet page. I'm not sure what you are referring to, Sherry. So let us know. Maybe Jen knows what you're referring to. Anyway, let us know about that. Okay, guys, we are going to move on to a product that I've been wanting to feature this for so long. And unfortunately, I had to postpone last week's event because I got a flat tire on my way to the studio. So we postponed it and it is tonight. And I'm so happy to finally be able to feature this product. And I'm so happy that I even wore Happy Toilet Blue. So this next product is created by a duo. Now I'm trying to think of the name. It's called Plumber Power Couple, PPC. It's created by a PPC. And that is Chris and Linda Stanfield. I'm going to show you their pictures so you know exactly who I am talking about. Linda is actually a student inside my live shopping academy. So Linda is learning how, and she's already gotten started with it. I'm so proud of her, learning how to do live shopping herself so that she and Chris can sell Happy Toilet live on their own. And she is a star student, I might add. But her husband, Chris, has been, and let's just focus in on Chris for 1 second here. He is a master plumber, and he has been in the plumbing world for over 40 years now, which is crazy, crazy. I think he does not look a day over 40, so how can that be? But I love their story because they've actually been together since they were 15, and you guys have to correct me if I'm wrong on this. I'm hoping I have the right information. Google is my friend when I'm doing my research. So hopefully I have that right. But they've been together since they were 15 years old. And I just love that. And I saw them interviewed on a plumbing show, actually. And they were just such a kick. Really, really fun. But let me tell you why they invented this product called Happy Toilet. And let me just show you what it is. And then I will explain. Here it is. Very simple. You're probably going, how can this make my toilet happy? But it's going to make your toilet happy. It's going to make you happy. It's going to make the environment happy. It is just a happy thing. It is a win all the way across the board. And yes, I am correct. It's 15 years that they've been together. But let's see. Chris came home one day and he noticed that Linda had a whole bunch of those toilet tablets that keep your toilet clean. Who here uses toilet tablets? Let's be honest, everybody, please just say I do or I don't in the chat so I can get a little bit of a poll going here. I do or I did. Let me say that. The blue ones, and I put them in the tank and they sit there and then you flush and you think it's going to make your toilet clean, right? Anybody? Are you telling me nobody uses those tablets? I don't believe you. Let's see. So awesome. Love Grommet. Okay, I know there's a delay. So, Sherry uses them. Sherry, shame on you. You got to get rid of it. Okay, so what I learned and when Chris came home and Linda had all these tablets, he said, you got to get rid of those. And she said, absolutely not, because I don't clean toilets. I don't want to clean toilets. So if you want me to get rid of the tablets, then you got to clean the toilets. And as the story goes, that very day, he made his first prototype for Happy Toilet. And the reason he did that was because he knows what happens to toilets that use those tablets. Evidently, they wreak havoc on the toilets, on the plumbing. They're just bad across the board. They're filled with that bleach, and they can really kind of erode the different plumbing parts and things like that. I'll show you a picture. I think I have a picture here of a couple toilets where this is happening too. You're seeing that blue residue there, but it can really erode the flaps and the different, I'm not a plumber, so I don't know all the terminology, but I think you know what I'm talking about. So what he did, and it's actually very interesting because he was in the car when he came up with the idea for the prototype, and Linda had a change holder in the center console, and he looked at that and he got the change holder out and thought, this would work for what I'm thinking. And so the change holder was sort of the inspiration for his invention, which is right here. And he had a friend that does 3D printing. And so his friend started making them for him to test out. And it worked like a charm pretty quickly, I think. I don't think it took long. And he got the patent, believe it or not, within about 9 months, which is sort of unheard of. So kudos to you guys for that. Now, how does Happy Toilet work and why is it important? So first of all, why it's important is, let's talk about what's wrong with the tablets. Not only do they wreak havoc on it, but when you think about it, they really don't work, because when you flush the toilet, that's when that tablet water goes down and it goes out the system, right? The clean tablet water, we'll call it. And so it's only in there for a second and then it's gone. So it really does nothing. That's why, I mean, you see the blue, so you think it's doing something, but it's really not. Whereas with Happy Toilet, you're putting the tablet inside here. So the tablet is not touching the tank at all. So it's not going to erode anything. So they have their own tablet. So you put that right in here. Very easy to install. All you're going to do is you take the top of the lid off of the tank. You put this into the fill valve. This sets right in there very easily. And then you've got the little tube, which they give you one as well. But the tube, the water goes back in here and it just attaches like that. I'm going to show you a video so you know exactly what I'm talking about. But with Happy Toilet, what happens is when the water flushes, the water with the cleaning fluid from this tablet goes into your toilet and sits there and cleans all day long. So you have a self-cleaning toilet. So if you are someone that gets the ring in the toilet or gets mold around the rim, I know some people have an awful smell in their toilet. They can't figure out what it comes from. And they discover, because you can't even see the mold around the rim, that is not going to happen when you have Happy Toilet, because every time you flush it, that good water with the cleaning fluid goes into your toilet. And it's, I mean, this just smells like clean. I mean, it's so fresh and good smelling. And so it's constantly cleaning. I mean, so brilliant. You can take your toilet brush and throw it in the trash. Don't ever buy it again. In fact, it's very funny. On their website, they have you can click to buy what's called an unnecessary toilet brush for $19.95. I thought that was very funny. So let me show you the video so you know. I'm trying to explain it, but I'm sure I'm not doing a good job of it. So let's look at the video and this will explain it much better. So there it is. That was probably one of the original prototypes. See how it just sets right in that fill hose or the fill tube, and the tablet goes in there, and when you flush it, that good water goes inside the toilet, swishes around the whole bowl, and sits in there and does its cleaning job all day long. So let me show you an image so you can see how it sits in there. And that turquoise is actually meant to be the tablet. Now, the tablets that I'm showing you, these are the Happy Toilet tablets. And here's the package right here. See how I match? So you can get a pack of these. They come different size packets. I think this is a pack of 12. And Linda and Chris, can you guys tell me? I can't remember how long one is good for. Let me know on that. And it comes, each one is individually wrapped. So you just cut open the wrapper, you plop it in there. Honestly, it probably takes you 20 seconds to install this. No plumber necessary. Sorry, Chris, but you don't need a plumber. You don't need a handy husband. You can do this all by yourself, and it is going to work like magic. And plumbers, nobody could believe that this hadn't been done yet because it's so flipping brilliant. Each tablet works for 3 to 4 weeks. So if you're going to get the 12 pack, you're going to get almost a year in this. Pretty great. And the 12 pack, if I remember correctly, they are doing a little bit of a sale. So if you upvote, not only are you getting that 20% off, so it's normally $39 for Happy Toilet. So it comes with this, it comes with that extra tube, and then the clip that keeps it securely in place. And then it comes with one of these guys that's going to last you about a month. So that's what you're seeing for the $32. But when you go to their site, you'll see that they also have these for sale, and these are discounted a bit. I think they're normally $18.99 for 12, and they have them now for $16.99. So pick one of these up if you're getting this, which you guys, I can't imagine who wouldn't get this. I can't imagine who here likes to clean their toilets. I hate cleaning toilets. And I will tell you, I've got to bring up my son again, Colin, who likes to make eggs in the kitchen. But I do like him to feel independent and do his chores and all of that. So doing the toilet is one of his chores. And God love him, he tries really, really hard. But I go in there and he thinks it's clean as a whistle. And I go in and it is not so clean as a whistle. However, I am sneaking this into his toilet and he's not even going to know it's there. And he's going to think that he is really good at cleaning toilets, because I don't want him to stop cleaning them, because I think it's a good chore for him to do. But Happy Toilet is going to make his job a lot happier, and it's going to make his mom a lot happier too. So it is perfectly named, I will say. So, and gosh, I got, and because I have kids in college, I go back to the college thing too. They're not so good at cleaning their toilets. In fact, they probably go the whole year without cleaning their toilet. So give them a Happy Toilet. Make sure that their toilet is always clean. We don't have rings, all of that. But every toilet, because number one, it's going to protect the toilet and make it work better and last longer, because you're not putting those awful tablets in it. And number two, it is going to clean by itself all day long. So you never have to worry about a guest coming over and you're like, oh God, did I clean the toilet? Don't have to worry about that anymore. Happy Toilet is going to take care of this. The Kaboom toilet cleaner does the same thing. I found it at least 10 years ago. Are you sure, Sherry? I don't know. I'm going to look that up after the show. It can't be as good as, can't be, because they have the patent. So that's how I know. Replying to Linda Stanfield, she is. I had no idea about all of this. Oh my gosh, Linda, I'm so glad you put that in the chat. I didn't know that. The $32, guys, good news. $32 includes the Happy Toilet, the tube, the little secure clip, and it includes 12-pack. So you're getting a year's worth of cleaning tablets and Happy Toilet, and this guy is going to last you forever. This is not, you don't have to replace this. So you buy this one time, and then you just need these, and you don't have to use Happy Toilet. You can use any kind of tablet. But I can tell you firsthand that these work really, really well. And I love the scent of them. I love that they're not blue. I love that they're clear. They're really good. So I think at first they weren't even thinking about creating these. They were just going to do Happy Toilet. But of course, great business model to have these, replenishing constantly. Oh, Yolanda's on here. Great. From Yo Bands. Good to see you again. It's been a little while. I want to know what the difference is. Okay, we will find out, Sherry. Is it safe for pets if the lid is left up? Great question, Leslie. I'm going to let Chris and Linda answer that. So is it safe for pets if you do have a dog that likes to drink I'm guessing a dog won't want to drink the toilet water, because there is sort of a bleach kind of a scent to it. It's subtle, but I would imagine it would taste a little bit bleachy too. And I could be wrong on that. So I am going to, and again, there's, it says about the smell, this toilet cleaner combines highly concentrated and powerful cleaning ingredients that produce a bleach smell when flushed. That's right. It does have a bleach smell. They have not chimed in on the pet safety yet, so we'll hear about that. But of course, let's just try to put the lid down. We got to teach everybody to do that anyway. But just have that peace of mind that it's being cleaned while it's down. So amazing for $32 that you're going to have a clean toilet all year long, and you won't probably have to call the plumber for your toilet all year long, or all life long, actually. So Linda and Chris, fantastic job. I am so excited for you guys. This is just the beginning of something enormous, I have no doubt. Again, it was the product of the week winner. It sold like gangbusters right out of the gate. It's been doing huge business on Grommet. So I'm so thrilled to have them on the show tonight. And so thank you guys for being in the chat. There's a lot of home helpers in this show. So you guys are going to be glad that you're here tonight, because you're going to love. I think every home in America will love this one. Clearly, they do already, because this product I'm about to show you guys, this has sold almost 4 million units. 4 million. And I can't believe I didn't know about it until they sent it to me about a month ago, maybe 2 months ago. And I'm curious, you guys let me know in the chat if you already have one, if you're one of the 4 million people who has one. Who has seen this before? This is by a company called Riddex. Anyone know what it is? Any guesses? Riddex should give you a little bit of a clue. But again, another one of those super simple problem-solving products that's affordable, that's going to make your life so much happier. My life has gotten a lot happier since I got this, and so much easier and cleaner and everything. So what is Riddex? Riddex is basically an electromagnetic pest repeller. And I hate to admit this on National Live Shopping, if that's what we want to call it, but I live on Balboa Island, which is a little tiny island down by the water. And I will tell you that rats are a problem on Balboa Island. Don't tell anybody that, but they are. And I have seen a rat or two in my day. I've gone downstairs. Anybody knows me knows that I like to have cereal in the middle of the night. And I go downstairs, and every once in a while I will see a critter, and I just want to die. I'm one of the, I hate rats. Oh my gosh. Do not like them. I have a dog, so I thought maybe my dog would be a deterrent for the rats, but evidently not. There are mice. I'm happy to say we don't have cockroaches, but I know that a lot of people do. And my dad has a place out in Palm Desert, and so it's a second home, so we're not there that often. And when we go there and you open the door and you're always wondering what we're going to find, and many times there are cockroaches, usually lots of crickets, geckos, things like that. You guys, let me know in the chat if you have pests in your homes or in your vacation homes or anywhere, apartments, anything at all. And when I say pests, it could be bugs, it could be spiders, it could be mice, rats. Let me know what your I was going to call it an ailment, just whatever your critter is, let me know what it is. But the genius of this right here is that this uses the wiring inside your home to repel all kinds of pests, whether it is bugs, spiders, cockroaches, crickets, rats, mice, you name it. It is going to repel them. All you have to do is plug it into a regular outlet, and it uses the wiring in your house to, through a sound wave of some kind, it deters spiders. Even someone just put spiders in the chat. All of them, they don't like it at all, and so they go away. You're not using those toxic sprays to get rid of them. You're not using those awful, we have the what's the company that comes out and puts the traps? Ugh. And then they catch it, and then it's sitting there with the animal in it. Oh my God, I can't stand it. And so those are a thing of the past. And I'm saying this to you because I can say it to you, because I have not seen a rat, a mouse, anything since I started using this. And I swear to God that that is true. I am so happy. I can't believe, where has this been all my life? Why was I not one of the 4 million people that knew about this before a couple months ago? Now, this guy right here is going to take care of about 2,000 square feet. So depending on the size of your house, you might need more than one. But as you're seeing, one of them is typically $32.50. And with the Grommet discount, that doesn't seem right, Jen. That doesn't seem like that's 20% off. Am I wrong on that? I don't think I'm wrong. Anyway, will you just double check that with that 20% off? But one of these is going to take care of 2,000 square feet. Now, if you have multi levels in your house, you're going to want one upstairs, one downstairs. If you have a house that's got thick concrete walls, then you might want one in the different rooms as well. Leslie's asking about raccoons. I would have to imagine it works for raccoons too, which brings me to a point actually. If you are someone that has, as for a pet, it's completely safe for dogs and cats, for regular traditional household pets. But if you have hamsters, guinea pigs, or rabbits, I wouldn't do this. Evidently, this does affect them. So because of me saying that, Leslie, I will say it probably does affect raccoons as well. So And then someone else is asking outside or not inside. No, actually, this is an indoor product. It's not for outdoors. So you probably don't have raccoons in your house. We have these two on the island, these two raccoons. They have names, Gus and something. I forget. Everybody knows of them because I posted a picture of them getting into my dog's dog food. These two guys, they just went to town one night and I was going through the window, not a picture, a video. And everyone chimed in on Nextdoor and said, oh, yeah, that's Gus and Tom, or whatever. So they're evidently the island raccoons. But this would not work for them because they don't come in our house, thank goodness. So I'm just over the moon. I cannot wait to get these for my dad for his house out in the desert. Any house that, any critters whatsoever, this is going to take care of them and you never have to think about it again. And again, no sprays, no messy traps. How about the sticky traps where you try to catch the mice with the stick? Ugh, does away with all of that. And so all you do, you plug it in, you'll see the lights kind of light up here to tell you that it's working. And then you walk away, you do your thing. You never have to worry about it again. You buy it once. There's no subscription. There's no batteries. There's no nothing. It is the best $30 you will ever spend. The peace of mind, just me and my cereal in the middle of the night alone. Every time I would want cereal so bad, and I would be so afraid to go down because I thought, what if? Now I don't have to worry about that. So I don't know where they went, but they're not at our house anymore. I can tell you that. So, okay, moving on to product number 4. Speaking of a good night's sleep, you guys, I'm going to bring in my guest. My guests, I think they're both here. They are sitting in my little green room right now. The guests are Jim and Penny Mead, husband and wife. There they are. Good, they are both here. Hi, guys.
Hello. Hi, Marcy. How you doing?
I'm fabulous. How are you guys?
Doing well, thank you.
Just fine.
Let me just start, and I'm going to let Jim and Penny describe exactly what it is. But I will tell you, if you saw my social media post today, that I will not sleep without this. And luckily, they made it so that it could travel with me because I do travel a lot. This is it right here. This is called Knee Nest. And I love the way they spell it, Knenest. And so I'm going to let you describe it, and then I'll tell you guys my experience with it, and I'll show you how it comes and all of that. But tell us about the invention and why you created it and how you created it.
Well, I'm no spring chicken, Marcy. So I was noticing that I was starting to get lower back pain and right hip pain. And Penny and I, we try to get out and about where we try to walk at least 4+ miles every day. So I'm doing everything right, but I'm developing this issue and I'm a side sleeper. So, the tossing and turning, placing a pillow between my legs just wasn't doing it. And sort of instinctively, I got this, something's not right here. I'm sleeping on my side. There's something that's out of place. And anyway, long story short, is this thing popped into my head. I had an idea as to, is it possibly the knees? I can't have my knees stacked on top of each other because it's uncomfortable. But what happens if your knees shift one side or the other, or the upper leg shifts over the lower leg? And sure enough, it's just biomechanics. You get lower hip rotation. Yeah. And that is what begins the issues with developing lower back pain in many cases. In my case, it turned out to be exactly that. It was lower right hip, because I try to sleep on my left side. So this thing, and lower back. And so this thing popped into my head. I had some ideas, and I said, I want to come up with something that can focus on this issue. So where the AI came in is I was out at the CES show out in Las Vegas, happened to have on my return flight sitting next to a real computer geek nerd guy that was wonderful. He's telling me all about artificial intelligence. And I started to do a deep dive as to how I could use that. So I had to do research on biomechanics. I'm not a doctor, but to understand, the physiology, and also do market research to see what's been developed over the years, because it's side sleepers. And lo and behold, it really comes down to something really simple. In order for you to have proper alignment, your knees have to be vertically stacked on top of one another. Because when they're vertically stacked, you don't get that lower hip and spine rotation. It's maintaining a position, and we wanted something that wasn't going to be bulky, so that when you do toss and turn at night, it would not get snagged up with under the covers, and you'd have smooth transition if you shift it from side to side. So this thing, the knee nest, actually started to, well, after I used the prototypes, within about a week, and this was unbelievable. My pain started to diminish. It actually was gone within about 2 weeks. So I said, we might have something here, and if we do, boy, wouldn't it be great? A lot of us are side sleepers. 75% of us sleep on our sides. So
It's a big number.
So we pursued that, developed this, and it's designed in a way to create a behavior so that it's all about alignment, keeping those knees vertically stacked and in position, which keeps your lower hips and spine in proper alignment.
And I just wanted to punch it because other pillows, they're really just designed to separate your legs. They're not designed to cradle your knees. I'll just use my elbows here, but to cradle your knees and get them locked in where you can move at night, and it moves with you and very easily under the covers. And you've got this high density memory foam. It's not just a chunk of cut foam where it's this slow and all the air channels. I know you've opened it up there. You get the air circulation. It's cooling, and the grip pads helps to keep it in place. And I know you worked with a neurologist and a chiropractor to help that. It really helps your mind to make a connection. This is gripping. This is in place, and this feels right.
And I want to stop you there for 1 second about it feels right. First, I want to show the video of what you were just showing with your elbows, because this is showing it between the knees, which
where it goes. Okay.
There you go, between the knees.
There we go.
Yes, there's something about that shape that it just does. It cradles your knees. And I'm always stunned when I wake up and it's still there. I keep thinking for sure I'm going to kick it out in the middle of the night, but I don't, because of the way that it's shaped. And then here's a quick video of just kind of the inside, and I've been showing it to you a little bit but just kind of an animation of
the airflow and the grip pads.
Yep. It is amazing. You're right. Yeah.
And then Jim just had this idea of this shape, this donut pillow, people are calling it. And they're really, none of other knee pillows are designed in that donut shape. They're just designed, as I said, to be leg separators. But Jim invented where it really focuses on that vertical stacking. Once your knees are vertically stacked, everything else falls into alignment.
Something else I want to say when you were saying the comfort of it. I do love that you guys offer, and correct me if I'm wrong, because I saw different amounts of days, but I love that you offer a sleep trial.
Yes.
And that you encourage 21 days. Am I right on that number? Because it is true, I will say, which is why I was glad that our show got pushed, was because the first week I was committed to it because I have terrible hip pain right now. It's really, I have a feeling surgery is not far off for me. And I also have lumbar pain. So that's why I said, I'm going to be your best customer. I can't wait to try this. And so I was committed no matter what to keep doing it until I could see that it worked. But the first week, so I just want to say this to everybody who I hope you guys, if anybody has low back, hip, knee, any sciatica, any kind of pain, discomfort, sleeping is difficult, cannot recommend this pillow enough. So I hope you get it and that you give it the 21 days. You won't need 21 days, but I do think you'll need at least a week to adjust, because had I not known I was going to have you guys on and the whole thing, I may have given up after a couple days because it was just kind of in my way but it was almost like this magic moment, a flip switched, where I look forward now to putting it between my legs. And I did go away. I was in the desert for a couple days and I didn't bring it with me. And I missed it because I realized how I was waking up feeling so good. And that's big for me to say because I have been in so much pain. So for me to say that I've been waking up going, wow, my back feels good today. My hip feels good today. And I didn't know whether I could attribute it to knee nest or not. But because I didn't have it with me in the desert, and then I was waking up not feeling so good, I'm pretty certain it's knee nest that is making the difference for me.
That's so great to hear. And Marcy, one other thing that we've had customers. I had it as well. Fitbit, right? Your Fitbit can monitor the quality of your sleep.
Yeah.
So we're getting that input that people are saying, I'm sleeping longer through the night. I had the same thing.
Sleep.
Longer deep sleep.
With the Fitbit.
So you're not waking up as often, in the middle of the night. It does take time to get used to, but the beauty of this product is if you use it, it will do what it's supposed to do. You have to work it to make it work, and it will provide the benefit.
I'm glad you brought that up, Marcy. I didn't want to interrupt you.
Yeah.
I'm glad you brought that up because when I first used it, I wasn't wild about it the first night. I was kind of unsure. It felt a little different. The next night it felt a little better. I kept using it. Now it's completely addictive. I can't even take a nap without it. And we literally have had reviews pour in where people have said, I almost killed myself. I went away for a week and I forgot to bring it. We have the handy pouch. It just stuffs right back in here because the memory foam squishes and you can hang it on your luggage. I've even used it, in the plane, lumbar or head support. Easy.
So, any questions inside the chat? How cool is that they used AI? I mean, I hadn't thought about using AI for inventing. So that
leg size, weight, dispersion.
Yeah, it cut years off of research. It was just a phenomenal experience. And the input that we were getting with, our doctor associates, neurologists, especially one who's German, very methodical about, the research, and the product had to be spot on.
And he had back pain.
And he had terrible lower back issues, and he loved the product. And it's where we really said, well, it's a huge problem, sleep deprivation, lower back pain. Hopefully this will help a lot of people. And we're not satisfied unless people are absolutely satisfied with the product. Period. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. So it's a pleasure for us to bring this to the market.
Well, and I mentioned the 21-day sleep trial, but they do offer a 60-day money-back guarantee. But they're encouraging you, saying give it, because they want you to give it time, because it does take a little bit of adjusting. So give it
adjustment period.
time.
You may not feel the full effects for 21 days. You may feel effects right away. It may take a little time. 21 days is the minimum. We give you even 60 days. Some people have had hip surgery, back surgery, a lot of back pain, been seeing chiropractors for years. It may even take a little longer. Chiropractors love our product. We do have several chiropractors also selling it. They love our product. So, but yes, that adjustment period, if you're one that loves it right away, great. If not, you've got time.
And it's worth doing it. So you guys, there's no risk.
Yeah.
And so if you have pain, get it home, try it. You will be so happy you did. But if you're not, then you can just send it back.
Absolutely.
But you can't put a price on a good night's sleep and waking up feeling pain-free and having more energy and all of that. And I do think it delivers on that in such a big way. It does for me anyway, that's for sure. And all the reviews. So you got something. AI knows what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight on the show. That was so fun having you guys on. Thank you, Penny and Jim, for being here. Thank you for doing the giveaway. And thank you to all of you guys inside the chat for being here. I love doing this show, so thank you for letting me do what I do. Thank you to Jen for being the moderator with the mostest.